Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. The universities of Birmingham and Oxford have done some research into teenagers' moods, but I think what they've discovered applies to all of us. One of the things is that if someone is in a bad mood, that is much more contagious than someone who's in a good mood. In other words, we get much more easily influenced if we're with people who are in a bad mood. We pick it up more quickly than if we're with someone who has a good mood. So that made me think about my moods and to remind me that to try and deal with a bad mood helps not just me but the people I'm with. I don't know how you deal with your bad moods. I suppose one of the things that I find quite helpful is to then try and share with whoever I'm with why I'm in a bad mood, try and unpack it and sort it out and see what's causing it. And sometimes that helps to diminish its power. After that, or alongside that, or instead of that, sometimes it's helpful to just be grateful, to run through the things in our lives, of which often there are many, for which we feel some gratitude. And that too can lift our mood. Bad moods are okay. There's nothing wrong with them, and sometimes that's how we are. But if it is possible to lift ourselves out of them, particularly for other people's benefit as well as our own, then those are two ways, and no doubt there are other ways of achieving that. But the other thing that struck me from that piece of research was the importance of being with people who are in a positive mood, in a good mood, because that, although less dramatically than a bad mood, does rub off on us and we're influenced by it. And so we tend to seek out people, I think, very often who are likely to be in a good mood because it boosts our morale. And it struck me that this was a reason why many of us seek the companionship of Jesus in our lives. Very different kind of companionship from someone we can actually talk to and walk literally alongside. But to be conscious that Jesus is with us can lift our moods, because here's somebody who is utterly generous and loving and supportive and strengthening and encouraging. Someone who, well, we perhaps might not call it a mood, but whose qualities certainly are going to make us feel better. And so I think to go through each day, and perhaps today, as I think about my goal for today, specifically conscious that Jesus is walking beside me with all the advantages that his mood can bring to me, will help and enable me to feel encouraged and supported as I go through this day. I hope you find that too as you go through yours.